guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, I got that wagon weighed, the gravity box is weighed empty. I got that corn paid for. Got the check written out for them. Now we're working in here. We're working on getting these flails off. So we can replace them, put new ones on. I'm not sure. Here, I'll pull one out for you. So there's a couple different parts to these. Here's the flail itself, and here's where it bolts on the rotor, and then there's these other things. I'm not sure. Most of these don't look too bad, and obviously these chain links aren't bad at all. But I don't know how it's going to come. We might have to order the whole thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. So, working on that. We got jack. I got a rim there with a block on. We're just trying to be safe here. Because these hoses are not great. I think this thing sat outside a lot. I'm not sure how old it is, but I know the guy didn't take very good care of it. But we got it cheap, and I think we put a bunch of work into it, so I think it'll work for us. But yeah, so I just blocked it up just in case one of them hoses would go, that this would fall down. I can stick a pin in here. I'd have to raise it up some, but we're just gonna do that. We got the heat going. It's not too cold today, but it definitely takes the chill out of the air running that for just a little while here and there. So I'm gonna crawl into there. We're gonna take a few more off. Okay, so we got, well, I'm almost half done, we'll just say that. I got a few here and there that aren't cooperating. So now I gotta help Dad here. I think he's coming. I gotta help Dad. He's gonna push some manure off this yard by the barn. Probably just push it down into the manure pit or dump it over the gate or something. We actually moved steers this morning, so I'll talk once I get them in here. Alright guys, so as I was saying, we moved some steers. So about 2 days ago, we hauled, we hauled about 30 from across the road. We hauled them down by my grandpa down there. We've been kind of pulling out of there, selling a bunch here and there. So we hauled about 30 up there from across the road. And this morning we hauled a bunch from behind the house there. So there's a pen here and there's a pen on that side of the barn, and then there's one back behind the buildings. So what we do is we hauled from behind the house, we hauled them across the road, and then we took the ones we actually loaded up out of this pen. We just loaded them up and hauled them back there. Sometimes we'll actually run them. We'll run them through that pen, and then they'll go around the calf barn, and then we kind of line up equipment, cars, the truck, stuff like that, and then whoever's around is standing in the holes, kind of. And usually they run right back through the maze, our maze, or whatever you want to call it, and right into the pen. But today we decided we're just going to load up, so we loaded up 2 loads out of here and kicked a couple of the smaller ones over to that yard. And Dad was in here today when I left off. He came behind the manger here and the manger over there, just kind of scraped up some of the lumps, tried to level it out a little bit. It was kind of lumpy, kind of hard to walk on, and we don't want anybody to get hurt. I mean, it was hard enough for us to walk in there. I'm sure the cattle were stumbling around. Kind of wish we would have come in maybe a couple days ago when it wasn't so froze, but it's gonna freeze pretty hard tonight the way it sounds. And the plan is Friday there's a feeder cattle sale. He's gonna try and make it to that, and we'll fill this pen up again with probably about 25 usually. Unless they're going cheap, then he picks up a few more usually. But that's the plan on that. I'm actually going to take the skid loader and try and scrape this leftover feed off the manger here. It kind of drives me nuts that Dad does this, but I guess it does work pretty good because it keeps the feed up there. But I'm going to scrape it off and then keep feeding. Alright guys, chores are done, everything's fed, baleage, it was baleage day today, we got that done. I was trying to, out when I was getting the baleage bale, I was trying to count, see how many bales are left. Well, the snow is kind of too deep, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm figuring there's probably close to 35 left, but I don't know. As far as the goat update, she's still in the pen. I'm thinking tomorrow morning we're going to let her out. The kids are both doing really good there. These guys, this guy, he's being kind of weird. What's wrong with you? Just tired. They ate out pretty well all the grain I had in there, and I put more in tonight. This side as well, they ate most of it. I dumped a little bit in there for them. Obviously you don't want them to eat too much, and that's what I was worried with him right away, but I don't think he looks fine when he gets up. He's just, I don't know. what else? So we're still waiting on, well, those two right there, these spotted colored ones. I should get in there. We should look them over real close. And this one, and she doesn't seem anywhere near close either. This one, I don't, she's got an udder there, but it's hard to see. I'm hoping she's gonna be due here pretty quick, but I don't know. And yeah, so we're just kind of waiting on them. There's nothing else too exciting in here, for the most part. So the other thing, I had said earlier, we moved steers around. I wanted to get some footage of it somehow. The other day when we were moving from across the road down to my grandpa's place, I wanted to just set my phone up somewhere and just let it run. We were having a lot of issues with the steers. They were not cooperating. They were going every direction that you didn't want them to go, and we had a couple gates, which is pretty scary. I mean, you don't want them to get in there and break any legs or anything. Overall, it was very stressful, and like I also said before, when PG turns to PG-13 or rated R, that's about what happens when stuff like that happens. We get a little stirred up, and it is what it is. And today we were moving. That it's just very quick and very it can turn very stressful and whatnot if they don't cooperate. So that's why you're not seeing any of that. I would like to get more footage of the steers and stuff with the steers, but that's Dad's project. I don't want to say project, but when we're doing stuff with the steers, that's I'm with him and I'm helping him, and I'm not going to be throwing my camera all over the place or my phone or whatever too much anyways. So yeah, so I guess there's not much else to say. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I can only tell you, it's up to you to do it. So yeah, thanks for watching once again. I appreciate it.